Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a while. I've been away for such a long time and I haven't been posting, but I have read 11 books in February, January, and March. And I want to talk about them because some of them were really good books. Yeah, the first one I started with a banger is Modern Poetry by Diane Rose, I guess. It's a collection of poetry about nostalgia, um, childhood, writing poetry, and girlhood in general about life. And I found a lot of them fascinating and I resonated with a lot of them. It was really beautiful. I really liked it. And yeah, I have a lot of favorite poems from that book. And I give it 4 stars. But honestly, it deserves better, like maybe 4.5 stars. But yeah, I had a lot of favorites and I hope if you read it, you're gonna find some of your favorites too. The next book I read was part of a series, The Last Ever After. It's this book. Look at this. It's upside down, but look at the details. I love them. And I actually did not enjoy this book at all. It gave me such a reading slump. I didn't like the series at all. Like I did not like the first book, the second book, and the third book. I don't know why I kept reading it. I had the first 4 physical copies. That's the reason I kept reading it. But yeah, that was the truth. I give this book 3 stars, and the reason I give this 3 stars is because we have Agatha and Sophie. They are from real world, but they get transferred into this world that is a school for good and evil, and they become like um, a character in good or a character in bad. But they get like misplaced at the first, and that's where the story goes from. But the third book, it's just like the author just wanted to continue. Like it was like a single book, and but the author was just wanting to continue for some reason, and it was not good in my opinion because they kept repeating the same mistakes ever. Like they kept not trusting each other throughout the whole book. Like that was a problem, not communication. Like give me a new problem if you want me to continue the series. But this, he was the author is creative with the way he comes up with the ways to continue the book. But like the issues of the main characters is just not good. I don't like it honestly. So I gave it 3 stars, and it was too long. One of the favorite things in this book is that we get to see some of the old Disney characters that we love as they grow older during this book. That's the only good part. And I just highlighted a lot of parts, but that doesn't mean that this was good. It just highlighted a lot of good quotes, in my opinion. And I read this the next month in February, but yeah, I read the Quest for Glory, the fourth book. This is the second trilogy. It's happening in Camelot, and yeah, that's it. It's happening in Camelot. In their fourth year, these students have a problem, and that's that they have to do their final quest to graduate from school. But they all run into issues with their quests, and that's the reason that this book happened. But this book was really action packed, and I really liked it more. Like it was like the author was trying to learn from his mistake and make this book a lot better. I enjoyed it a lot more, and yeah, I actually enjoyed reading it, and I gave it 4 stars, I think. Yeah. Then I read No Backgrounds. This was a non-fiction book, but I have read a lot of good things about it, so I wanted to start it. It's basically like, some people have like multiple personalities, like there's a disorder. This book believes that all of us are like that, and basically we all have these internal systems and personalities that grew from trauma or like maybe generational wounds and are within us, and we can work and communicate with them to heal those traumas and those specific aspects of ourselves. And it has a lot of exercises as well. I actually think it helped me a lot. I mean, if you do all the exercises in this book, but yeah, it was a really, really good book. I think I gave it 5 stars. or maybe 4.5. I don't know, but it was a really good book, and I really recommend it. It's a little heavy though. I mean, I think if you want to read it, like it's not one of those books that you can finish like in a week or so. I think it needs its own pace and place. And the next book I read is Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison. It's my debut by her, and it's her debut, which I cannot believe for the life of me. Like, this book is so amazing. How is this her first book? Like, I cannot believe it at all. It's just crazy. It's so good. I can't. I can't believe it. It's basically about a girl who feels insecure about her beauty because of her race. And that's where the story starts from. And this book, I've read a lot in Pinterest that this book is about criticizing beauty values and beauty standards, but not at all. Like, I mean, a little. I mean, like, it's said, but this book covers so much more, like racism and a lot of trigger warnings that I did not think this book had. Like, this author just pours it out to you. Like, it's just raw, and it's no sugarcoating. And it was a difficult read for me. Like, there was some things that I did, like, at the beginning of the book you're warned about, but I forgot about it. Like, I just really forget character names, so I thought this was like something far that happened, but oh my god, like, I was literally physically triggered by this book. I was literally physically triggered by this book, and it really bothered me, if I'm being honest. It did really bother me, but this is literally a 5-star. January was so good for me because I had read this book, because I gave this book 5 stars. It was amazing. I loved it. Yeah. So in January, I read Modern Poetry, The Last Ever After, No Bad Parts, and The Bluest Eye. And I loved all of them, basically, except The Last Ever After, which gave me a reading slump, but the others were amazing. So, yeah, like, you couldn't ask for better. Then, in February, I read A Cat from Our World and The Forgotten Witch, which is a manga. It's a manga. It's about a woman, and she needs help. So she's a witch, of course. So she asks for help from a deity, but instead of like a beast or like a creature to help her, a big cat, an enormous cat, drops in her house, and she has the most beautiful house. Like, I have a crush on her house. It's so beautiful. I'm gonna insert a picture, but it's so good. I love the house so much. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's so small, and it's really cute. I enjoyed reading it a lot. It was a really great book to read in between really heavy books that I read last month. So there's that. And then we have A Noise Downstairs. I have been reading this book for at least 4 months, and it's just something that I listen to in the morning when I'm going to the gym. One small chapter that I listen to. It's basically about a man, and he follows his coworker, and he sees him carrying 2 bodies, and then he gets hit in the head. And it's basically a thriller novel, but it was so boring, and it was so unnecessary to continue. Like, it could be like literally 100 pages. I don't know why it was like maybe 400 pages. I don't remember, but it was so long and not unnecessary. I gave it 2 stars. Obviously, it was just not good. Like, not good at all. Honestly, way waste of time, I could say. And so cliche. It could have been so much better if the author didn't write it, if I'm being honest. So yeah, there's that. Then I read The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches in March. Yeah, that was all my... No, I have one more February book. The Little Bookshop on the Seine. I read it in February. It's basically Emily in Paris. It's about a girl who has a small bookshop in a small town, but exchanges with her friend Sophie for 6 months to go and live in Paris. And it's Emily in Paris if Emily actually had fails. Like, in the series, she doesn't have any fails. But in this book, this character has failed, and she's struggling to keep the bookshop of her friend. But yeah, she learns a lot about Paris, and she can actually speak French a little. So there's that. And it's not really heavily romance based, but it has romance on it. So that's what I like about it. And yeah, that's that. And I give this book 3 stars because it was a little boring. The pacing was a little slow. But the reason that I give it 3 stars is because I don't like romance, and it doesn't have much romance in it. And I really like that part. Then I read The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches, and in that book, I didn't like Jamie. That's an unpopular opinion, but I don't know. I'm not sure. Anyway, I didn't like him at all. And it's basically about Micah, and she's a witch. She's a real witch in the modern world, and she showcases her skills on the internet, and someone finds her and sends her a help note, and she has to teach these 3 young kids to how to use their magic because they are also witches. And this is a really wholesome book. I really liked Ian and Micah. She is really funny. I really liked her character. And yeah, I gave this book 4 stars because I did not like the main male character. I don't like grumpy characters at all. Like, it's not for me. Unlike you're an adult, grow up, please. The next book I read was Budding. I have been waiting for a while to read this book. I read it. Look at the tabs. Beautiful, I know. And this was unhinged. Amazing. Like, this is my type of book. If we had a genre named my type of book, this book would be on it. I love it so much. This book is basically about one person that is going to graduate students, and there's these 4 girls that they call themselves bunnies, and they're like kind of mean, but it's basically a cult-like book. I really like it. It's really unhinged. I think the more blind you go into it, the better it is. So I'm not gonna give you a lot on it, but at least this book is 4.5. And yeah. Then I read A Tale of 3 Lions. It was a really short book, and it was like basically about a man saying 3 lions. I thought it was gonna be like one of those childhood stories that I missed out on, and it was gonna be like really cute, but it was just a racist small book with no meaning at all. And I gave it 2 stars. It was not good. It was like 45 pages. It had some good words in it, and English is not my native language, so you can say I learned a lot of words, but here's that. Yeah, that is my review of the books I read in January, February, and March. So I read in total of 11 books. But that's it. I hope you enjoyed today's video. And based on my radar, I read mostly fantasy and then romance, which is really weird because romance is not my favorite genre at all, and literary fiction. So we have that. But I'm reading, now it's April and I'm reading Book Lovers. I really love Emily Henry's romance books. She is good at it. You know, I've read a lot of bad romance books. That's why I have a really negative review on it, honestly. But yeah, that's all the books that I read in January, February, and March. And I will tell you all about the books that I read this month. And I'm gonna tell you about them before I even read them. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye bye!